Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2020 Twin Flame Soulmate Journey forecast. Not really tied to April specifically, but that is when I'm recording it. We are in the energy of that full moon in Libra, so those energies are present. But whenever you come upon this, if the title speaks to you, if the reading speaks to you, then it's your message. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. I do hope you'll consider subscribing. We just passed 5,500 subscribers and growing very fast. So we'd love to have you join us. And for those of you beautiful Sagittarians, Sun and Rising, who are coming back, thank you so much. I love your engagement, your support, your comments, your feedback. Even constructive criticism is welcome here if you send it with love. Okay. All right. So what I'm offering here today is I'm going to pull some Oracle from Spirit Animal. Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. It's a new deck. I'm also pulling from Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler, which is a new deck. And I'm also using the Light Seers Tarot, which is new. All courtesy of those who have been so kind to make donations to the channel. Every little bit helps, and I am taking that money. I've decided to take that money each month and purchase new decks so that I can pay it forward to you. So that's what I'm doing. All right, let's get to it. Again, I'm going to lay it out divine masculine feminine, but feel free to flip the energies around if you need to. It does not invalidate the reading whatsoever. And if you're here as a cross watcher, welcome. If the reading doesn't speak to you, no worries. Just go watch the reading for your rising sign. If you're here as a sun Sag, you can also watch the rising and sun sign of your divine counterpart. Sometimes messages go directly to the cross watcher, okay? All right, so let's pull some cards, shall we? I hope this finds you well and safe and healthy. I know we're all going through a lot right now, so that's why I want to bring these messages through. All right, masculine gets frog spirit. Clear out the clutter. Card 28, 2 and 8 is 10, reduces down to a 1, so it feels very fresh start. Almost feels like spring cleaning for the masculine, which this is the best time for that. And feminine gets wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Card 67, that comes to a 13, which reduces to a 4. We're in a 4-month of April, in a 4-year of 2020, so this wolf spirit feels very aligned for the feminine. Turning knowledge into wisdom. I like it. Knowledge into wisdom feels like we go from Ace of Swords, right? That aha, that insight, and then we turn it into somewhat of the hermit wisdom. I saged for the full moon release my ritual, and there's like soot everywhere. Now I am pulling, so if you see like little flecks of soot, it's from the saging. I was like a maniac. Anyway, I am pulling from the Sacred Traveler for one card for the Sagittarians that are here watching. So if you're here as a cross watcher, not your card, go watch your reading. All right, Sag, you get distant thunder. Oof, clear the air. Clear the air, distant thunder, clear the air. So there may be something that needs to be addressed. Oh my gosh, that I relate to that so much. Happened to me just last night. And luckily I was dealing with somebody who is all grown up and had the courage to say, you know, I might have overreacted, which made it possible for me to say, yeah, me too. That's all it is. That's all that clear the air is about. Whoop. So see if that speaks to you. Otherwise, maybe it's just a little message for something that may be coming in the not too distant future. Let's give this a good knock. New deck. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. I'll hold up the cards. Oof. Okay. So masculine comes in, and remember, you can flip the energies if you need to. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is about laying down a burden. It is about someone who feels they've either shouldered more of the burden, or it's just reached its level of usefulness, and now it's time to put it down. We have here somebody who's just really looking burdened on a journey that feels, I feel like more for the ox than I feel person, if you get my drift. And feminine here is energy of the Chariot, Cancerian energy, moving forward, very much on a mission here. And it's a card of victory, so I like that. Let's see where we go. Taking a look here at past, present, future for how each of you are moving through the connection this month. And it's not, like I said, not tied to April. If you're coming in here at, April 28th and you're like, oh my God, the month's almost over. No, 30 days from now, 30 days from whenever you're watching it, it constitutes a basic month. Okay. So that's how I like to do it, at least, to give everyone who comes upon it the opportunity to then let it unfold. We're all on different timelines, right? Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm excited, Sag. You're showing up in your reading. You're showing up in your reading. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yes, all right. Interesting. So I'm gonna pull over here for a minute to the feminine, who is showing up in the energy of the Chariot. Could be a feminine that is Cancerian energy, does not have to be. It is a card of moving forward. I do have to clarify it though, because it depends what comes out on top of it. That determines if this is really moving forward or if this Chariot is stuck. So I only say that because in the future I do see for this feminine a Ten of Swords, end of a painful chapter. So I almost feel like it's possible that this feminine is possibly stuck right now, but we'll see. But moving toward the future will close the door on a painful chapter for sure. And since we already have a masculine here who's laying down a burden, we've got Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. I feel there's some alignment there, but I want to be sure. So let me walk you through what I see. Past energy here is the Sagittarian card of the Knight of Wands. That's sort of returning from the past or repeating a cycle. It can be adventurous. It can be a little impulsive. And in its lower vibration, and I just feel the need to let y'all know this, but we'll see when I clarify it. It can be all about getting ahead of yourself in terms of your staying power. So yeah, nice that you cycle back through, but are you going to stay or are you going to flame out? So it's very much swashbuckler energy of like the knight riding in and swooping you up off your feet, but where are they carrying you to, or are they dumping you off at the next turn in the woods? It's that kind of energy. So we do have a masculine who has that Knight of Wands energy in the past. Like I said, could be long ago, could be recent, but right now, interested in reconciliation. See, laying down a burden and looking for reconciliation and peace. This is another card of victory. So now we have two victory cards. And moving toward the future, Ten of Pentacles. That's everything we work so hard to build in our lives. It is building a life together. It is stability. It is abundance. It's the generations, and it's a great energy, and it makes me very hopeful for this masculine. Feminine, as I said, energy of the Chariot. In the past, there was Seven of Wands, so I kind of feel like this Knight of Wands came in. And the feminine said, yeah, no, I am not picking up what you're laying down, because been there, done that, have the t-shirt. I don't want to play this way anymore. Seven of Wands is very resistant. Look at her. She's all zen, but she's kind of like, Nope, nope. You're not ready. So I'm feeling that the feminine maybe had more wisdom at the moment. It's beautiful. But now we're in this Page of Wands. So we have, wanting to move forward, and a little message, a little flirtation here, reignition, a lighting the match of passion here. Not a torch. Torch is the Ace of Wands, but sort of like a reignition. Like, okay, I still dig you. Can you tell I was born in the 60s? I can dig it. And moving forward, Ten of Swords, it's the end of a painful chapter, because this 10 also resets to a 1, which is that Ace of Swords, which I said I saw. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So that's what I feel the feminine is heading toward. Woo! It's good though. Yes. In the extended, just so you know how I pulled these 3 and these 3, in the extended, I'm pulling 3 cards for the relationship, for the connection. I'm also pulling cards where I kind of tap into what you're not really saying. So energetic messages to each other, as well as a message to you from spirit, and what you can expect, how you can expect this to unfold going forward. Not far distant outcome, but sort of like what you can expect next. Let's look at the Ten of Wands, please, for the masculine. Yeah. Laying down a burden and choosing a new path. 2 of Wands. Perfect. There's the Ace of Swords I was telling you about. Some information is guiding this. This is underneath the deck, so it's kind of unconscious energy, but it is informing what I'm pulling here. So I sort of feel like this Ace of Swords, it may be information about the feminine, and it may be information about this person's role in the connection, this masculine's role in the connection. It is divinely gifted insight, possibly, for this masculine, something that allowed them to see how they needed to drop some burden, right? Offload some negative karmic energy here is what this feels like, and choose a new path. But I do feel it's within the connection. And the reason why I say that is because 6 of Wands is reconciliation. So I do feel that I am talking about a twin flame soulmate connection. Knight of Wands in the past. That fast-moving, impulsive Sagittarian energy. Yeah, and it wasn't on the level. It was maybe not liar, cheat, or stealer, but it definitely, okay, so possibly dealing with an earth sign here. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. A Knight of Wands may not have leveled with their ability to fill the role of life partner. The King of Pentacles is very grounded, very much life partner material, whatever that means to you. Rock steady, solid, dependable, practical, reliable. Someone who really has their shit together. And I kind of feel like we have this, Knight of Wands, and there was just something they were either trying to get away with or didn't level with their readiness for this role. Hey, judgment-free zone. I keep saying that, but I feel like that's what happened in the past. Yes, and they had to temper their energy underneath the deck. Temperance. Temperance is about sort of reading the tea leaves, okay? Being sure that you're reading the other person correctly, that you kind of know where they're coming from, so that if you're coming on too hot and heavy here as a masculine Sag, let's say, for giggles, and you're not really ready for something more stable in the connection where you're like an item, let's just say, and you might not have been completely on the level with that, kind of like, oh yeah, sure, right? Rushing in and then flaming out. Well, underneath the deck is an awareness of the need to temper that energy. to pull back so you can match and respond to the energy of the feminine. So I'm just giving you that as an example for those of you here watching. Please feel free to either flip it around and or apply it to your own situation and storyline. But that's the energy I'm seeing here in the past, and now I see reconciliation, making peace. This is almost like, I know she's standing there like, oh, right? She's taking her bow. It is victory. It is a major deal. In the normal tarot decks, it's the guy on the horse coming back with the wreath on the wand, right? And there's the wreath of peace. See it? And for me, it always feels like, because this deck was created in a century when there was still nobility and kingdoms, and that's how everyone functioned, it feels to me like it's a knight that comes back from battle to tell the king, hey, no blood was shed, we didn't lose any men, our kingdoms made peace, and now we can conquer the globe. That's the energy of this card. And it's very conciliatory. It's very much about making peace and having a truce and also being victorious. But it's not victory where you've defeated someone. It's victory where you've come together. I know I'm taking the long way about explaining that, but it feels very important in this reading. Six of Wands. This is present energy. Yes, wish granted. All this masculine wants is to reconcile. It also has a healing energy to it, I feel. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because this feminine does show up in the energy of the Cancerian Chariot. But it could also just be about the wish being granted to reconcile with the Queen of Cups, who is very much emotionally available, a compassionate person. It's an energy also that's kind of highly spiritual, very connected to, it feels, it's also very much like the High Priestess, except more communicative. Everything's like right out in the open, where the High Priestess can be kind of secretive. All right. 10 of Pentacles moving forward. There we go. That's all about building a life together. Abundance, security, stability. And it's worth the wait. Allowing it to unfold organically with the twin. 11-11. Beautiful. 4 of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's move to the feminine energy, shall we? Chariot. Whew. Yeah. This is about moving through a transformation. We now have Cancer and Scorpio here. I definitely feel very watery energy from this feminine. I almost feel like I'm reading for a Sagittarian masculine with a water feminine. Yeah, endings and new beginnings, Aquarius and Capricorn here. So all this burden that the masculine is laying down, and whatever happened here with this little Knight of Wands is coming back in, but not really being ready. That's the past. This feminine is like, look, I'm ready to move forward, but some energy that doesn't serve this connection needs to die off so that something new can begin. This is kind of completion, but it's also a new beginning. So there's a completion here because I see the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So there's like a, yeah, this has been a burden to the masculine and painful for the feminine. Done. Let it go. Marie Kondo it to the curb. This is a feminine saying, I'm ready to move forward, but let's make sure before we start over that what isn't serving us is gone. Transformed into some more pro-connection behaviors or attitudes. Yep, underneath the deck. This feminine is I feel I'm talking about a water sign feminine. I feel I'm talking about a Sag, with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't matter if you're feminine or masculine, you figure it out. But I feel like I'm talking to a Sagittarian who has a water sign, a very prominent water sign, sun or rising divine counterpart. Really knows that this is a divine gift of love and is willing to revisit it, provided certain things are transformed in the connection. Seven of Wands in the past. I really feel this is a feminine who had very good boundaries. Seven of Wands to that Knight of Wands was like, yeah, no, I am not going there. Right, Queen of Swords got very much in their truth. Probably said, look, we got to have a meeting of the minds here because something's not working for me. I think, yeah, you're just being emotionally complacent. Nine of Cups can be a happy card, but it can also be like a, if this is as good as it gets, I'm okay. And this feminine's like, yeah, no, not okay. Moving toward love, heart on the sleeve. This was a feminine who came very clean with their feelings, very clean with their feelings, spoke the truth, addressed the situation to the best of their ability, I feel. To the best of their ability, address the situation. I do still feel that we have Wands, Swords, and Double Cups. I do feel they were sort of struggling with the emotions because it's about the masculine. Yeah. Moving toward love with this masculine for sure. That was in the past, but I feel like there was the resistance was about doing things the old way. That Nine of Cups, same old, you know, happy, happy, joy, joy, party, party, no. Feminine was like, no, I want to move toward love. So I do feel that I have a pretty good handle on the energy of this feminine. Presently, though, Page of Wands. Little strike of the match. It's a fresh start. It's passionate. It's flirty. It's sexy. But it's a cover. Strength. Leo energy here. Persevering through a challenging time. Like having the courage to face something that they're a little bit afraid of. And so I feel like this is a feminine who's kind of covering, like, oh yeah, no big deal. We're good. What you doing? Remember, friends, how you doing? That's what this card is. How you doing? And I just feel like it's a little bit of a cover because deep down inside, this is a feminine who's a little bit afraid. And who's, you know, mustering the strength and the courage to potentially, yeah, they want this. They want the Ace of Pentacles, ready to make a big commitment, persevering because that's on the agenda. That's what that's what they want. And Page of Wands comes out again to confirm that. So what I just said, it's kind of like a little bit of a head fake. We have a feminine in the present energy of the, right? We coming in here as this Chariot, but with an agenda for transformation and end one old chapter, start something new because it's all about the Ace of Cups. Understanding the divinity in this connection, the sacred nature of it. But in the connection sort of showing up in this Page of Wands, like, hey, light and easy breezy. Yeah, I'll flirt with you. Yeah, I'll Netflix and chill. Can you tell I'm old? But deep inside, this is someone it's taking all their courage because their agenda is a little bit bigger. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, nothing to shake a stick at. This feminine sees this masculine as a keeper and knows that they kind of have to deal with the masculine on the masculine's terms. And that's why they're going back to this little, you know, Page of Wands energy. But I do feel it's a cover for some deeper emotion, for some deeper desire. Moving forward, we've got this Ten of Swords. Show me the Ten of Swords, please, for this feminine. End of a painful chapter, and you're going to meet this masculine right here at the Ten of Pentacles. This is a very powerful connection that I feel is leading, is moving toward life partnership, is leading to life partnership, building a life together. That is in the future. It will take time though. So don't think this is going to be tomorrow. It's seven of Pentacles. It's like slow and steady wins the race. Allow this connection to unfold organically. Masculine is coming on board. Feminine is pulling back to temper that energy, to make sure that the two partners are sort of on the same page at the same time. Beautiful reading. If it sounds like it's your storyline, the link to the extended is below. Please follow me. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, feel free to join us. There's another link there in the first couple sentences to the Priestess Lounge private Facebook group. We're up over 225 members now solely from this YouTube channel. I'm not advertising that anywhere else because I want good quality people. I do live readings there. We do natal chart exploration and North Node exploration and gee, what's your particular tarot card? It's fun. It's wonderful. Really great people. You do have one question to answer, but it's a checkbox. You don't have to even type anything. Click a box, gives you automatic access. I hope to see you there as well. Take care, Sag. I hope you stay well, and I'll see you on a future reading. Bye.